Hello and welcome to my channel, Refreshing Words with Danielle Brooks. Today is day 2 of my series on my healing journey, MayDay A to Z. I chose MayDay because a few years ago, I had this distress signal that was deep in my soul and really prompted me to make some drastic changes in my life. So today, our letter is B and the word is breakthrough. Breakthrough. By definition, breakthrough is a sudden, dramatic, and important discovery or development. A sudden or dramatic discovery or development. For me, my first breakthrough occurred in my thinking. When I began my healing journey, I realized that I had rehearsed some really bad thought patterns that were driving my actions, driving some of the inner turmoil that I had. And so I really had to begin to find ways to rewire my thinking, to take in new information. Some of the strategies I used were meditation, prayer, digging into the Word of God and other sacred writings with a different mindset, understanding that it was not about just learning how to be, but discovering who I am in the reflection of those sacred teachings. And I can just recall those different moments of breakthrough when I recognized that I am thinking about this differently. I am thinking about myself differently. And those are dramatic moments. They have been very dramatic for me. The second breakthrough I'll mention is just in my nervous system. I can recall just pushing through and overriding my senses, whether it was in different situations with different people, just going along to get along, things that made me feel very uncomfortable. But I started paying more attention to when I would get those inklings, to my spirit, to my intuition, and calming of my nervous system. Even recognizing that when I would go to places where I might have felt shame for whatever had happened in the past, that now I can go into some of those places with a different sense of self. And I don't feel those feelings anymore. I don't have this sense to run away or escape. And those have been breakthroughs just in my nervous system and the way I'm able to feel inside my body in a way that I have not experienced for much of my life. It's like a brand new me. And certainly, again, it's been very dramatic to be able to laugh fully, to let my no be no and my yes be yes without apology, without guilt, without, betraying myself in any way. Another breakthrough I had is just in habits. I think that so many times we're looking for one way or one certain thing, but for me, it's been many things together that have helped me continue to have breakthrough after breakthrough. And one of those is forming better habits that work for me. While I might look at what somebody else is doing and consider if those things could work for me, I had to find the things that speak to me in the season that I'm in right now. And so some of that looked like sleep, getting into a better sleep habit, taking care of my body, physically, mentally, and emotionally on a regular basis, not just emergency, not for a short period of time in order to just produce, but developing a habit of care for myself, and other habits as well. But that's been breakthrough for me, whereas some of it I don't have to think about anymore. They have become my practice. They have become who I am and how I show up for myself. so that I can be full and give out of my overflow rather than sacrificially. That saying, someone that would give you the shirt off their back or the shoes off of their feet. And I've literally been that person at times. But when I think about it, it's just really crazy to me. Like, I shouldn't be giving anyone, no one should be giving somebody the shirt off their back or the shoes off of their feet. You should be giving an extra shirt, a pair of shoes that maybe you were going to donate, but we need our clothing. And so for me, that habit of self-care in a practical example that I've done was part of reinforcing that breakthrough for me, where I recognized these very unhealthy ways I had been showing up. And so I created better habits where I am not unclothed or in any way putting myself in jeopardy in order to be in relationship with others. And that is a breakthrough for me. And finally, I'll say in boundaries. As I said a little bit ago, just letting my no be no and my yes be yes. Most of my life, I've had what would be referred to as porous boundaries, meaning that I would feel a certain way, make a certain decision, and either again through my own self-abandonment or just allowing others to convince me, manipulate me into doing things that I really didn't feel comfortable doing or that I didn't have the capacity to do. And so I am grateful in the breakthrough of healthy boundaries, not in this all or nothing in terms of cutting people off or things of that nature, but truly establishing my right and left limits, whether that is, again, my time, my resources, my emotional bandwidth in the moment, and doing that from a place of love for others and for myself, that I can show up deliberately in ways that are mutually beneficial. And that is a breakthrough for me. So I hope this has been helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have certain words or certain steps you've taken on your healing journey that you would like to share with others. I will be posting daily, going through the alphabet A through Z, ending on my birthday with that final word on the journey. Thank you so much for listening. Please like and share if you find that this is valuable and there is someone else in your life that you think could benefit. Thanks so much for watching. Have an amazing day.